welcome back to All Things Gumball. Thanks for joining me on this video. It's going to be a short one, as you could probably already tell. I know that I like to watch videos on YouTube, and if I see a video that's 30 minutes long, sometimes I'll watch it if I know the person, if I know it's going to be an entertaining video. So, I was looking at some of the comments today, and one of the questions was, what candies do I put in my vending machines? And I usually put the same candies. I don't try to put different things in there. I don't try outlandish candies. Like when I bought a route, I'll tell you this, I went around and I was checking all the machines, and there was some strange items in the candy, in the canisters. There was Cajun peanuts. Now, I'm sure there's some people that love spicy, peanuts or almonds or whatever, and I thought, no, I don't think that's going to sell. And then there was another item that was in those machines from that guy that I bought that route from. He was putting Raisinets in the machine, and I thought, okay, I don't know how well they work, but at the time Sam's Club was selling Raisinets, and I thought I could just keep an eye on this machine and see how well it does. And it was in a place where there were a lot of women, so I don't know if that says anything. Maybe women are more interested in fruit, chocolate covered fruit. But every now and then, you're going to find somebody, as you're servicing your machine, somebody's going to say, hey, can you put, let's say, Cajun peanuts? Can you put Cajun peanuts in this machine? Everyone will love them. You will sell out. And you might think to yourself, all right, I'll try it, no problem. And you'll hunt and search, and maybe you'll hunt high and low and search the far reaches of the earth until you finally find a supplier that has them for sale at a price that is affordable, a price that you feel like you can make a little bit of, of a profit, and you'll put it in that machine. And then a month later you come back and you'll notice that it hasn't even gone down. It hasn't even gone down an inch. And then if you could tell where the coins are falling, like some some vending machines have little pockets, and you can find out exactly how much money is going into each candy canister, or if you know what I'm saying, how much money is going into that coin mechanism, right? And you'll find that there's only 2 quarters, let's say 2 quarters, 3 quarters, or $1 worth of money in the machine, and you're wondering what's going on. This guy said that it was going to be a big hit, a big seller. That guy may love those Cajun peanuts or whatever, the hot tamales or whatever. And lo and behold, a week after he tells you this, and you put that product in the machine, a week after you put the product in, he gets fired. Or he moves on, he quits, he finds another job. And he was the only person that really wanted that item in that machine. Now, here's what I do. When people ask me to put something in a machine that I know it's not going to sell, I will say, yeah, I'll agree to them. I'll be agreeable. I'm not going to say no. Then they might get, irritated or something and tell everyone, don't use that machine, the guy's a jerk. I'll say, yeah. I'll say, oh yeah, you want Cajun peanuts? Sure, I'll get you some Cajun peanuts, no problem. Now, once I walk out the door, get in my car and drive to my next location, that thought goes from one ear and it goes right out the other ear. I don't think anything of it after that. I don't consider it anymore. I don't dwell on it anymore. Let's say a month later or 3 weeks later, I come back, 5 weeks later, I come back and I check the machine. Now there's that guy. There's the guy that he was asking me if you could put Cajun peanuts in here. That's the guy that I said I would do it. That's the guy that I said I'm going to do it, and he's looking forward. He sees me he sees me with my canisters full of candy, my cleaning supplies, and he'll come up and he'll say, hey, he'll be so excited, did you get the Cajun peanuts? And again, I'm not saying the truth, I'm actually lying. I tell him, no, I said, I've looked everywhere, I can't find them. But to be honest, I don't look anywhere. I know what's going to sell. I've tried different things. I've tried lots of different things. I've done this business for over 10 years. So what are my top selling items, okay? When my daughter and I were checking the routes, and she had to run to the car to get some candy, she would say, what should I go to the car to get? And I would just tell her, get the 4 basic food groups. So we nicknamed The peanut M&Ms, plain M&Ms, Reese's Pieces, and Skittles, we named those four the 4 basic food groups, okay? Those are probably going to be pretty much my top sellers. Peanut M&Ms are the biggest sellers in this business. Peanut M&Ms. Everyone loves peanut M&Ms. So if you can get peanut M&Ms in every machine, do it. Another 3 that I like, you've got the Mike and Ike's. Those are very popular. Some places do well with hot tamales. Now some places don't. It really is a matter of personal preference. Hot tamales are a little bit spicy, so you may have 20 people that work in one location and they don't like spicy food. So hot tamales can be tricky. Another one is gumballs. I like gumballs because you can put them in a warehouse. They don't get damaged from the heat. They might lose a little color if they're in the sunshine, but they usually hold up pretty well. I met a guy who actually has only gumball machines, and all he does is gumballs. That's all. He says, all I do is gumballs. And then he told me, he says, I only check my machines twice a year. Twice a year. Every 6 months he goes out and he checks his gumball machines. Now, he could wait 6 months and check, he could have so many that he checks every day, but that location he's not going to come back for 6 months, and that location not for 6 months. So he could have enough vending machines that he could check every day, but he doesn't visit them except twice a year. And he said every time he works, he makes $2,000. He brings in $2,000. And all he's doing is gumballs. Jelly beans, the gourmet jelly beans do pretty well. And I'll tell you where they do well. They do well where there are old people. And I'm not trying to be rude. You can write me a note if you want. You can text me or whatever. Send me a message. Oh, Neil, you're being rude to old people. Hey, I'm old. The older people, if you're in a place where, I just said you're in, if you are in a place, if your machine is in a place where there are old people, let's say for an example, I have a bowling alley. I don't have one. I have a vending machine in a bowling alley. And every time I come in to service the machine, it's in the daytime. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning. And then I look around, I look at all of the people that are bowling, right? And this bowling alley probably has 100 lanes. It's a lot, and it's big. And they have a lot of vending machines, and I'm surprised they actually let me put my machine in there. But what I've noticed is in the daytime, when I'm there are a lot of old people. Another place that I have old people, old customers, it's a nursing home. And what I found is the jelly beans, the gourmet jelly beans, do very well where there's old people, okay? So those are some. Now somebody said to me, I don't want to deal with chocolate. Why? Peanut M&Ms and plain M&Ms are chocolate. They don't get damaged that easily. I mean, they will. If you put them in a warehouse, they will get damaged. Now, you're thinking to yourself, when I eat a chocolate bar and it's hot outside, I'm getting melted chocolate on my fingers, and that's what's going to happen inside the machine. No, that's not what happens. The chocolate inside a vending machine in a hot warehouse doesn't melt. It actually dehydrates. It actually gets powdery. It gets powdery. It gets dehydrated. The Skittles, on the other hand, if you've got Skittles in a warehouse, they will actually turn into a goo, and it'll drip down into the machine and down onto the floor. So you got to look out for sunlight. You got to look out for heat in this business. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that little tidbit of information. I'll catch you on another video, or you will catch me on another video. Have a good evening, have a good morning, or have a good afternoon.